Um, okay, so this is my 9 months OT update. I feel like in these last 3 months is really when everything has started to kick in properly, and not only I've seen changes, but in these last 3 months I feel like people in the outside world is perceiving me differently now. So often when I'm out there in the streets or interacting with somebody, I feel like people are calling me sir, or perceiving me as a male, and even though sometimes my voice is not is still not kind of matching up to that. So then if I speak to them and my voice in the moment is a bit higher than that it can be, they will you can see they will look a bit confused, and suddenly the perception will be thrown out and they will be like, oh, who is this person, whatever. But I don't care, that's their problem, that's their confusion, they can work with that. But anyhow, yeah, so 9 months, the voice I feel like is still deepening. Like if I see a friend, like I saw a friend yesterday that hadn't seen me in just over a month, and they said to me that they felt my voice had lowered, so I can't really hear that much difference anymore. But apparently still month to month is still kind of deepening, so that's still ongoing kind of thing. So yeah, the voice is still ongoing, despite now the changes are being more subtle, and I feel like now is more up to me to kind of remember to talk in a different way from the way I was brainwashed to talk before. Like when you've when you've been culturally brainwashed that a girl should talk in a certain way, like high pitch. Not only the voice is higher because biologically that's the way it is, but it's also a mental thing. Like women are brainwashed that female voices should sound in a certain way, and so they talk like I. It's like also a way of projecting the voice that like psychologically is being pushed into your brain. And now I kind of have, because just the deep voice alone doesn't assure you that your voice will be low. It's also the way that you speak, the way that you project your voice in a certain way, the way that you talk from your diaphragm rather than from your throat. And so I'm trying to work with that now, because if I don't put a conscious effort, I still have the brainwashed self that would put the voice all the way like up here, and then it will come out higher than it actually needs to be. So yeah, I'm trying to make more of a conscious effort so that the depth of the voice that I have now can actually kind of come through rather than be killed by this way of talking. I hope that makes sense anyway. What else? I've started workouts, so this last month I've been doing more regular workouts, and you can just feel the difference now on testosterone when you work out. It's easy to be imbalanced. It's still not very much, like you can't really see much, but it's still more there's not much definition, but I'm bulking up more. Like my arms are much bigger than they used to be, even though you can't see the defined muscle. I feel like I'm still in the stage of like just bulking up, and then the definition will come after that. As far as facial hair is concerned, it feels like not much difference from last month at all. There's still a lot here, but there's still not much coming through. I mean, a bit more, slightly more on the sides now, but barely anything. It's like I'm struggling to grow hair on the sides, and this hair here as well is very, very, very thin still, like you can see a shadow more than anything else. Acne. In this last month I feel like an increase of acne here on my neck, but I'm glad that at least it's mostly here in these areas and not too bad on my, I mean I got one there, but it's not too bad in the middle of my face, so I'm really thankful for that, and I hope I'm not jinxing it. And a lot of acne here as well and on my back. But yeah, I'm not too bothered about that. Like, as long as it keeps on this area of my body rather than here, then I'm thankful. And fingers crossed it'll stay that way. As far as that hair is concerned, I don't feel like I'm having reduction on or thinning of my hair on my head. And I'm really thankful, and I really pray the universe that that I didn't get the genes, the balding genes that activate with testosterone. So I pray that I got the 2 X chromosomes. I hope I got the right one, of the X that is related with hair loss. I hope that one I got it from genes on the side of my family that doesn't lose hair, rather than from the side that does. So yeah, fingers crossed with that. And what else? Oh yeah, as you can see, I'm wearing a binder underneath, so but I am moving things forward for top surgery. Likely I'm in a financial position in which we'll be able to kind of get a finance and paying it off privately rather than waiting for the NHS, because for the NHS I've been advised that I wouldn't have surgery in the next 5 to 7 years, and to be fair, I don't feel like I have that kind of time. Like, I mean, I'm not saying fingers crossed I'm dying or anything, but I just mean I'm in my 40s now, and it's just too depressing for me to feel that I will be almost 50, if not 50, before I get top surgery, and it's just like, no, I can't have that. So I'm just very thankful that I am able to afford a finance and to do it sooner. So basically I have a first consultation with a surgeon here at Brighton this coming December, and then I was advised that after first consultation surgery should be like 2 months after that. So really in the next year, the beginning of next year, I should be able to get top surgery, and so that's great. I'm really hoping that it will be the keyhole, because I'm thankful that my chest is not too big to begin with, and it's kind of, I googled it, and it's apparently they give you keyhole if the angle underneath your chest is not like 98 degrees angle or over, like, but it's less. And if that's the case, sorry, this I'm explaining it really poorly, but you'll be able to do your research and understand what I'm talking about. Anyway, so because it feels like my chest thankfully follows those parameters, that I might not need the double incision, and then the keyhole surgery alone will be enough, which also mean it'll be a bit less expensive. And yeah, keeping my fingers crossed. Anyway, so yeah, things are moving, and I'm really pleased with the changes, how it keeps on, yeah, going, and yeah, that's the 9 months. Have I forgot something? As far as fat redistribution is a slower process there, but I do feel like I also said in previous videos, I got more fat in this area now, and it's kind of moved from the bottom half of my body like to the more on the top half, but that hasn't fully finished this thing, so it's something that happens a bit slower. Bottom growth, it might still be growing. I mean, obviously you feel, at least for everyone it's different. For me, it feels like it's something that started happening straight away, and obviously for me I could see the difference greatly more in the first few months, and now it's more of a slower, still growth I feel, but it's happening more subtly, so can't notice that too much, but I feel like it's still happening. That's it, I feel. Anyway, if I forgot something or if anybody has any questions, just drop me a comment and I'll make sure I'll try to cover in next in the next update. Also, I'm gonna put 2 photos here to show the difference between 6 months on T and 9 months on T, and you can really see just what those last 3 months have kind of done. Also, obviously there is the photo of my 6 month on T. I was still wearing some facial makeup, and in this one on 9 month I'm not really wearing any makeup, so that makes a difference as well. But yeah, have a look. Right, 9 months on T.